Go back! God damn it.
Hey guys, welcome back to The Sims Bustin' Out with me, Mark. And remember how last time we made the Face family and then got the Weeaboos up another level? Today, we're going to be getting rid of Fruity, so fuck off, Fruity, we don't need you. And with that, the default families are gone. They're not gone forever, of course. They're always in the homeless area if you want them back for some reason. Wow, the Tootie house was worth less than the Fruity house. Get fucked, Tooties. Alright, let's create a new family. For this family, I've actually been... Let me think for a minute. I had an idea and then I lost it. Oh, I know what I was gonna do. So, I just got Volume 2 of Nisei Monogatari in the light novel, because I've been buying up all the light novels as they've been released on Amazon in order to show my support for the excellent Niso-sensei. I think that's how you pronounce his name. I don't fucking know. I'm not Japanese. Don't quote me on any of pronunciations for foreign words. I'm probably the last person you should ask for that. But I want to support him because I fucking love the Monogatari series. So we're going to make this house dedicated in him, in his characters. So we are going to make... I'm gonna have to Google how to spell things because I can't spell to save my life. The Kyomin. Fucking Araragi's family. Now, not his parents. Oh yeah, Araragi is their last name. I'm fucking stupid. I forgot they switched the names around. I forgot they do that, so his name is Kyomin, or Kyo... something? Whatever, I'll get... Koyomi, that's what it is. Thank you, Google. I don't know what I would do without you. So yeah, we're going to be making the Araragis as their neighbors. Something that Weeaboo and Waifu will... oh, there's an extra R in there. Araragi. Okay, good. Enter. Okay. Open a new tab. Thank God for smartphones, am I right? So we're gonna start with Koyomi, of course. He's going to be the only male in the house. How sad is that? Oh man, that means fucking One-san is going to either have to be gay or marry somebody from the Face household. Interesting. I've created a weird dynamic. But yeah, definitely fucking Koyomi is going to go first here. When's his birthday? April? They don't give an exact date? Damn it. Do they give his, oh, that's interesting, they never name his mother. What? There's an audiobook? What the shit? What the shit? There's an audiobook? Oh, I have to see that later. Okay. So... great, now I have to look up a freaking personality chart thing. You know what I mean, right? The, fucking... Zodiac, there you go. Zodiac chart. I was really unprepared for this, apparently. I thought I knew what I was doing, but I guess not. I guess I can at least change him to male. That'll help things. So he's born in April. I don't remember if it's early April or late April. Wait a minute, doesn't he say what his astrological sign is at some point? I think he's a Taurus. I seem to remember reading that in one of them that I was reading lately, but which one was it? I think he was saying he was a Taurus, but then he went to being an Aries, or was it the other way around? Ah, fuck. Okay, hold on a minute. I'm gonna have to... No. Yomi, Amaragi... interesting searches, by the way. X-Reader, powers, height. People like to know a lot of random things about it. I just want a zodiac sign. Can you tell me that? I swear to God, somebody said zodiac. Okay, Senjo Gahara's is Cancer, but that doesn't help me. I swear he says it somewhere in the fucking light novel. I swear he says it somewhere. Or maybe it was... fucking no. Really? Nobody... Araki and Senjo Gahara breakup? Excuse me? I don't remember that happening. Okay, shit, okay. Here's what we're gonna do. We're going to say he's Tauros for simplicity's sake. Even though I swear to God at some point in the series he says what he is. Alright, he's gonna be Tauros, just for simplicity's sake. And he be a school guy, so he needs to wear, you know, his school uniform, because that's how Japan rolls. They have their guys in uniforms, which admittedly is kind of cool. When I went to Europe before, oh there it is. When I went to Europe before, they had uniforms over there too, and I was just like, why can't we have uniforms in the U.S.? Like, I mean, you think about it, if we had uniforms, there wouldn't be like people complaining about a dress code all the time, because instead of a dress code, you know, you'd have a uniform. But then people would be like, oh, but then they don't get the freedom to pick what they want to wear. And, you know, fair enough, I guess, but, like, I don't know, I'd kind of almost rather have a uniform than have to pick out a new pair of clothes every day. Like, it could just be because I'm lazy, but I'd much rather have that. Okay, there's some slacks. He just wears tennis shoes, I think. Something like that would be good. Yeah, we're going to make this look as much like him as possible. Of course, it's going to be impossible to make him look fully like it, especially since, to my knowledge, there are no, like, mods to this game that allow you to put new visual stuff in. I could be completely wrong about that, and somebody could have already figured out all the texturing and stuff like that to make it work. But to my knowledge, that is not a thing that exists in this game, so... we will just use what the game has built in and make him as close to this picture that I'm looking at him in as possible. How's that actually? Oh god, he doesn't have a ponytail. I can think of several male characters who do. Not even close. No, forgive me. Once again, the limited hair options is becoming a hindrance in character creation. There we go, that's fucking perfect. Oh my god, that's probably as close as we're gonna get, guys. Okay, yes, he just has, like, black hair. Like, as black as we can get it. That'll do. He has much thinner eyebrows. If we can get... I guess that is kind of... Come on, give me them thin eyebrows. Okay, that works. Yeah. He got a tiny nose. There we go. Eye color, dark gray. Okay. He does not have any facial hair. Even in, like, the flash forward scene, he does not have any facial hair. So, let's get rid of those sideburns. Give him a nice little shave. I think he'll feel better after that. Where's the clean-shaven face? There it is. Right? Yes, okay. And then let's get rid of the, you know, piercings and stuff. He doesn't even, like, wear sunglasses at any point. So I can't even be like, yeah, this is him in that one scene where he wears sunglasses, because that scene does not exist. Okay, he's done. Oh hey, my Echo is notifying me that my book got delivered, but sucks to be the Echo because I already picked it up. Oh my god, hold on a minute. You guys have to hear how it tries to pronounce Nisei Monogatari. It's fucking hilarious. I'm gonna see if I can get it to capture properly. Let me just... oh, I know what I can do. I can use my camera on my phone. Oh, this is gonna be sweet, guys. And yes, in case you're wondering, I do in fact keep my Echo on top of my computer like this. Okay. Hey Amazon, what are my notifications?
One new notification. Mark's shipment has arrived for Nisei Monogatari 2.
It was funnier earlier when I was tracking it. Let's just turn off the video recording. It was funnier earlier when I was tracking the shipment because, like, I'd say, like, where's my package? And it would say, like, the entire Amazon listing for it. Not just, like, that little brief description. It would go out and say the whole thing, and it was so funny. I'm kind of mad I didn't record it back then, but it's whatever. And yeah, that was the recording preview part of my recording setup. I like to keep the Echo on my monitor. It doesn't fall unless I'm rough with the desk that it's on. Okay, let's make the rest of his family now. Which means I have to pull out my phone again, which I just put away like a big fat idiot. We're gonna cheat with Shinobu. We're going to just make her last name Koyomin because there's no way to fucking... I mean Araragi, because there's no way to, you know, put another character with another last name in the house in this game. That is a feature that I think exists in the future Sims games, but not in this one. So we're just gonna have to live with it. Okay. Scroll down. Now we're gonna make Karen the older of the younger sisters. And by the way, if you have not yet had the pleasure of reading or watching the Monogatari series, what are you waiting for? And I totally understand if you were like me and you just didn't like the first season, because admittedly, Bake, when the first time I watched like the first 3 or 4 episodes, I was just like, this is stupid. But no, trust me, it gets so good. Okay, June. Switch back tabs to the zodiac chart. So I think how we're gonna roll with this is June 20th. We're gonna make her a Gemini because his girlfriend's a Cancer. Oh, there we go. Okay. Oh yeah, that fits. Wow. Okay, that's shockingly accurate to Karen. So now I'm going to switch tabs again so I can get a better look at her appearance. Oh yeah. Her symbol's a B. And good old Iri Kitamura. Man, there's some damn good voice actors out there. Whoa, she's not a Ganguro. Go back. How are we gonna... Oh, wait a minute. I think there is like a yellow tracksuit we can put her in. Oh my god, this just got even more perfect. I fucking love this. If the tracksuit's not a male-only thing, I'm gonna be so happy with this game. Like, I thought of everything, if that's the case. If not, then I'm an idiot. But... No! It's a male-only item! Damn it! Ah! Okay, let's backtrace for a second. Let me think. What does she wear under that jacket? It's just like a she just wears like a black shirt, right? So we need to find a shirt that we can. Not really. That's too long. She doesn't have gloves. There we go. Let's just turn this one black. I think we can. Okay, it's going green, darker green, blue, blue, purple, black. There we go. Got it. Okay. So can I at least give her yellow pants of some kind? If I can at least give her... Yo! That's fucking her pants. Look, those are her fucking pants. Like, don't even try and tell me otherwise. And then she wears, you know, her tennis shoes because she's athletic as fuck. And then she needs that sideways ponytail action. Because we're going to do Karen post-cutting her. Okay, so there's a backup option right there. But we want her pre-ponytail chopping off, if we can. If that's an option in this, that's what I want. Otherwise, we'll just give her a regular ponytail because there's only so many hairstyles in this game. And like I mentioned, there's no modding scene that I'm aware of, which is quite sad. Alright. Yeah, it doesn't look like we're gonna get a side ponytail here. Yeah, we're not going to. So let's just go with this long one here and then turn it black. Whoa. Okay, so why is it like blue? I want it to be like a deeper. Whatever. No, that's too blue. There's gotta be just like a pure black color. I guess the closest we're gonna get is like this dark brown. Fine. Ooh, thunder. So, what's her eye color? Gray. Oh, I'm changing her eye shape. Don't want that. Actually, that helps a bit. Okay. The thing I want to change is her eye color. There we go. Okay. That's fucking Karen. 10 out of 10 likeness right there. I mean, I can't possibly think of any issue with that. You know, there's fucking none. Okay, and now for the younger of the younger sisters. Oh my god. How am I supposed to pronounce this? I don't remember how to pronounce Sukihi. I'm sorry. I'm butchering names out the ass today, and I apologize for that. I'm so bad at names. I fuck up on American names half the time. Like, of course, not simple ones like Bill or George or something like that, but like, actually, no, I have messed up on George before. Come on, bunny. My dog got scared of the thunder and wants to be with me. Come on. Get on the bed. Good girl. She gets scared of thunder, as small dogs quite often do. So I figured she'd want to be close to her people. Seeing as I'm the only people home, that's me. So you get to stay a girl. Come to think of it, everybody else in the house is gonna... So, should I do... I was originally planning to do Shinobu as a kid, but I think I'm actually going to age her up and do Kiss Shot instead. Because kids suck in this game. They're really bad. Born in April. I should know what April is. Henry was born in frickin' April. And come to think of it, wasn't Aragi born in April? So you'd think I'd already remember. But for some reason the astrology website is sucking my dick. Come on, load. Not you, bunny. It's okay. You can stay where you are. You can stay right there, okay? Man, you stink, dog. Okay, so April. This time she'll be in Aries. It's okay, bunny. There's a bit of thunder. I doubt it's going to come through on the recording, but there's quite a bit of thunder. And I already know the perfect way to do the younger of the younger sisters. Check this out. Like, the game basically gives it to us. Like, where is it? Yeah, check that out. We get to make her in a kimono, just like she would be. So, unfortunately, this one's going to be like more floral-y than the one she normally wears is. Not that I think she'll care too much, but like, check that out. She's like fully kimonoed out. And as we know from Nisei Volume 2, it's fucking her. All we have to do is change the... Right, don't push X. All we have to do is change her hair to just like long and flowing. And we've... No, look at that. That's fucking her. We got her. Pack it up, ladies and gentlemen, because there's no way to give her an egg ornament thing. That's her. We got her. So we took care of the Fire Sisters pretty easily. We have our Araragi there. Yeah, let's just make Kiss Shot, because it's going to be a million times easier than trying to mess with... is there space shift? Okay. Yeah, okay. We're just going to call her Kiss Shot. I'm not going to type all that shit out that are... Oh, geesh, I forgot shift, like, is actually caps lock and not shift. Enter. Another lady, yes. She's gonna be fucking Sagittarius, maybe? Nah, Capricorn. Yeah, it's probably her. Okay. So I'm looking at my movie poster from part 3. Gotta find like a red and black wait a minute, where's that one thing that had the arms on it? I think I can adapt that if I change the colors right. Yeah, that. Now we just have to... Oh no, the gloves change color with it. That's not gonna work. Shit, I thought I had a good idea. I guess not. So I might have to take some artistic liberties here. I'm trying to redesign. I could go with the more teenaged version of her, where it's like a black dress, it looks like. Man, that's hard to see. Who'd I unlock that from? Oh, that's probably Charity's thing, huh? Yes. I guess if we wanted to go with that, we could take this and turn it black. And of course I'm going to splice in the reference pictures I'm using, so you guys can kind of see my thought process in trying to recreate them. Like I'll do some kind of side-by-side thing. No, hers is more like Western style flare dress. I might just have to like go complete... actually that could work. That's a bit too short. That might work if I darken it up a bit. Never mind the fact it looks a bit like jeans. We're just gonna have to remember that this game has some crushing limitations. As limiting as some of the clothing options in this game are, the ones in like the actual console versions of this game, like The Sims 2, I should say, in particular, and Sims 3 are even worse. Like, holy crap, they're worse in like pretty much every department of the clothing. What does that sound? Oh, okay, it's the TV I'm slightly hearing over my headphones. That's funny. Yeah, okay, and then we'll make her blonde. That'll work. Surely that'll work. What could possibly go wrong? Except the fact that blonde doesn't seem to be an option with this haircut. Okay, Where's that one we used earlier on the episode? Hang on. Give her bubblegum pink hair. That's Shinobu. Okay. Actually, that might be more it. We kind of make it like a deeper yellow. It's... no, it's too dark. It needs to be like... probably about there is good, I think. And then, of course... okay. Okay. Yeah. There we go. Okay. And now we have that family. Whew, that took a little longer than I thought. The first 30 minutes of this episode is just gonna be Mark building a... stupid chord. It's just gonna be Mark designing a family adapted from the Monogatari series. What are you looking at, Bunny? Nobody's home. It's okay. Just go back to sleep. And we'll go ahead and move them in. Same kind of deal with these guys as with the last house. We're just gonna set them up for basic house living, and then we're gonna go back to the other house and do our thing like we would normally do. But I kind of wanted to show you the kind of what I like to do. You know, get rid of the default families because they suck, and make my own more interesting families in their place. This is the first time I decided to craft up the Araragis, though. I'm surprised I never tried that before. But, yeah, so that's a special bonus. What the fuck? I forgot. So remember how I said the last house sucked? This house sucks even more. I forgot. For some reason, they thought it was okay to put 4 people in a house with only 2 bedrooms. Which, I mean, I guess technically there's nothing wrong with that, but it's just such a burden. Okay. Oh, I forgot, they used, like, shitty wallpaper in the bathroom on this house. So, hang on, I gotta, like, actually set it up. And make the wallpaper not suck. Huh? Oh, I tried to sell it, that's why. So, I guess I'll count that as the master bedroom. Oh boy. There we go. That's better. Okay. I'm also going to get rid of that tiny window because it does nothing. I'm going to put a decent window there instead. There we go. So this will be... oh, I see what's wrong. Move that window up. Okay, so this bathroom will go to this bedroom. And then we'll have another bedroom, or another bathroom there. For some reason I couldn't think of the word bathroom. What is wrong with me? Okay. Let's go ahead and start with a kitchen, and I might make changes to these houses later. Like if I actually go through and play them, then I'll probably go through and be like, yeah, this can't stay like it is. And then, you know, move stuff around, maybe add a few walls here and there. Maybe even add on a whole bonus room. Won't that be exciting? Okay. So I guess kitchen first. They are going to eat outside. That's another great thing to do. If you're strapped for room, especially in the beginning, just put their eating quarters outside. Like, they don't care. It's not like it rains in this game. They can eat outside. I assure you, they really don't care. And even if they did, they're simulated people. They'll get over it. Okay. So they got all that. Let's make a bathroom. Actually, before that even, let's add our telephone. I'm gonna put the telephone in the bathroom. Which, if you've seen the other episodes, you'll know why I like to do that. There's a very good reason for it. But you're probably already aware of that reason. Burglar alarm, fire alarm, very important for new households. Especially that fire alarm. If you don't have that fire alarm, you're fucked. More than likely, your house is going to burn down. So I would definitely recommend you put a fire alarm in your house. That's my recommendation anyway. Is that you do that. I'm going to be a little bit smarter than I was in the other house. I'm going to put a mirror in. There we go. We still need to make a bathroom. The master bathroom gets an automatic flushing toilet, especially to deal with the fact that it really only has room for a shower. Yeah. See, this bathroom's tiny. You don't even have room for a sink. I would extend the... Actually, why don't I do that? Just fucking extend the wall out by one. Oops, not done yet. Yeah, sometimes, if you're doing these pre-made houses especially, you're gonna realize... I guess if you're like Henry, or usually me, you'll just completely redo the house from scratch. You'll be like, this house sucks, why would I want to keep it? Oh, wow, okay. So, I think that's just this, right? Yeah, it is, okay. And then we know what the rest of this is. There. Go over to the grid, paper. I guess if you're not really into all this building and buying that I do for these extra families, I'm kind of sorry for that, but at the same time, it might give people some kind of inspiration if they were struggling with these houses and they don't have access to an action replay disc like I do. So consider this like a little tutorial, if you will, on how you can make these pre-made houses not suck for not a lot of money. Or at least you can make them bearable, I guess, would be the right word. They're not gonna not suck, they're gonna suck significantly less than they would. I guess our first order of business is going to be to make everybody like each other, because everybody's going to be in double sleepers. I'm going to make Araragi and Shinobu share the room, and then I'm going to make the two sisters share the other one. So everybody's going to have to be friends. In order to share a bathroom, in order to share a bed with somebody, all you have to do is be friends with them. It's pretty easy. So... You know what, I actually have more money in this house because I didn't have to buy another, I didn't have to buy a thing. You know, another bed. So there, we'll do that. I think I'm gonna move that burglar alarm over there. There we go. And then I want to get a couch. Or a love seat or something. So let's go back. What are our options here? We'll get a love seat right there. Probably put like a little piece of crap TV up here. And then we have a little bit of money left. That's good. So yeah, we'll go ahead and get like my first TV and put it right there. And we'll get some other skill building stuff actually, because we still have money. So we'll get them a guitar, because I know Araragi wants to rock. Deep inside, that's like his thing. He just wants to rock and roll. Okay. I think that's all. Have them all study cooking so they won't immediately burn the house down, as I'm freaking terrified that they will. And then we'll quit the house and go back to the main one. Lol, they got blocked off. Okay. Okay. We're good. Now, while everybody's studying, we will save and quit this house. So now we have the last of the new neighbors built. And only one kid. That's... You okay there, Bunny? That's not too bad. Of course, both houses are very poor, but that's kind of the nature of it. Especially when you have 4 people in the house. That's rough. But there is a reason we have 4 people in each house. And that reason is because you need 8 friends in order to reach the max promotion on the job that we're going to do. Of course, there are some ways around that if you are, like, if you don't have enough people in your neighborhood. Like, say you put only 2 people in every house in your free play. The only way really around that is to go to your single player mode and invite the people that you want more friends with to there. And you better hope you have a lot of player controllable NPCs to do that. Because otherwise it's going to be a gigantic pain if you're just trying to inorganically force it. And as you can see, we are exactly where we were before. So let's get everybody ready for bed here. And just kind of, you know, go to sleep now. So I'm predicting that this skill level, like these skill levels that they're going to do, are going to go by even faster than the last ones. Namely because both of them are using, you know, those machines. Like the ones that are really good at raising skill point levels. So I'm predicting that this is going to be a much easier time for them. Not like, you know, so easy that no work needs to be done or anything, but, you know, easier. Like, it's going to go faster, I think. That's my prediction. This episode's probably going to be longer because I messed around so much in the beginning talking about the Monogatari series. But, yeah. I think I did a pretty good job on those Sims I made. I think they turned out pretty frickin' cool. Like, of course, they're not perfect recreations of the characters, but again, in this game, that's pretty much impossible. We're very much confined to the game's pre-built options, which, you know, that's okay. It doesn't have to be perfect. I doubt anybody thought it would be perfect. Like, did you guys think it'd be perfect? Of course not. You're not stupid. You knew there was going to be some limitations. And this is crazy, guys. It's 4 o'clock and it's 109 degrees out. Fuck me, dude. It's so hot lately. And on top of that, it's like thunderstormy. Which, that's extra annoying. Okay, I'm just gonna wait for the food to get done. And give me that food. Give me that food. Nason, get your own food. Boom. Okay. I also think I did a good job of varying the type of clothing that's appearing throughout the neighborhood. So that's good. We're not going to have 2 people with like almost the same outfit. Because that does end up being a problem sometimes. I end up creating characters that are too similar to each other. And you end up with like 3 people in a house that look almost the same. I'm just like, what? So hopefully this time that won't be an issue. I don't think it should be. I think we should be okay now. Look at that, they're both done at the same time. What? You bitch. Just go sit over there. There we go. Having them both watch TV at the same time. Oh yeah. Oh, yeah. Okay, you have a busy day of working out ahead of you. Okay, any mail? Nope, no mail. Any sign of the neighbors? The new neighbors? Doesn't look like it. So we can go right back to this. Incubation, incubation. Let's do it. So I'm going to take one of these guys. And you can actually sell these for like money. So I guess if you wanted like a really weird job, you could just stay at home and make these. Because by the time you're level 10, these go for like 150 bucks a planted thing. So I guess if you wanted like a really weird job, you could just stay at home and do that all day. Oh, Onesan likes it. What? Why'd you stop, Onesan? Keep fucking going. It must be because she has, yeah, she's got more active. Somebody rang the doorbell. Let's go check it out. Oh, it's Shinobu. Go answer the door. Why is she going all the way around to answer the door? She could just go like straight through the house. The auto-pathing in this game is so bizarre. Why would you walk all the way around for that? Okay, go ahead and water your plant. Ooh, phone call. Where's the phone? Go answer the phone. And then... Nice, we got 50 bucks. From some grandma I don't have. Well, somebody else is at the door. I better go answer it. Who's it this time? It's Karen! Yeah, that Karen actually looks pretty good. I think the Phoenix is the best one that I made, though. I think she turned out the best out of all of them, but I don't know. Araragi turned out pretty cool too. Oh, I just saw lightning flash. That was crazy. I think he probably turned out the best out of all of them, but ooh, that's crazy. That must have been close. It started shaking the house. Alright, I think it can be Onesan's turn to answer the door. Especially since she seems to be enjoying it. Oh my gosh, she's almost out of sleep. So we'll have her answer the door, and then she can, you know, get ready and go to bed. Change to PJs. Use the bathroom. Yeah, it looks like it is Suki now. Suki. Oh fuck, we have to get the mail first. Alright, go get the mail so then you can pay it tomorrow. Change for bed. Use the toilet and then go to bed. How are you doing on sleep? You're actually doing pretty good, okay. So just keep doing what you're doing. It's okay, Bonnie. She's just looking around like, what the fuck was that? Oh, did the food go bad? Oh, I'm sorry, guys. I'll serve new food. Actually, let me greet Araragi-kun, and then I'll go. Oh, Araragi could be the rival in love. That'd be so funny. So, what's up, dude? So I'll go make you some food, and then I'm gonna change to PJs, and I'm gonna go to sleep. Okay, so food for whoever's left. Okay. Yeah, I know, you're tired. Okay. Yeah, it's so weird. Some of the sound effects in this game get like a weird stereo effect sometimes. I'm not sure why. Like I told you guys already, some of the audio glitches in this game are crazy. And that just so happens to be one of them. so we'll put it on ×3. Why don't we just have burgers today, since we gotta be outside anyway? And now that we've dealt with all of the new neighbors, we don't have to worry about them coming over again and interrupting our leveling up. But as you can see, she's already on level 4 body. She's already on level 4 logic, but she also had to stop halfway through and greet a bunch of people. So, I guess it all evens out in the end. So yeah, we're gonna go grill burgers at midnight. That's like something I'd do at Mike's house, honestly. That is very much something I would do at Mike's house. Okay, go pay the bills. And it might actually be good that we're grilling burgers today. Yeah, waste a little bit of time and let your sister wake up. And here, instead of that, go take a shower today. Yeah, we're gonna go have burgers at 2 a.m. That's definitely something I would do with Mike. That sounds like exactly like something we would do. And it's so weird, like you make burgers and then watch this. She like eats it with a fork and a knife and like cuts it. Like, what? They only made one animation. Also, I think the shower's facing the wrong way. I might have to fix that. I think I messed up designing this bathroom a little bit. Yeah. Let's try that. Okay. Oh, you're not full. Go grab another burger. And you're probably gonna need 2 too. 2. And they're making like sounds like they're using real plates instead of like paper plates, which they're very clearly using paper plates. Because like when you pick it up, you actually just throw it in the trash can instead of, you know, wherever you normally throw it. The dishwasher, I guess. Go watch TV. Wait for your sister. You go to the bathroom, take a shower, and then you can figure out what you want to do for fun after that. Maid's gonna have a lot to clean up today. I do not envy her at all. Okay, so yeah, I was facing the wrong way before. That was the problem. Oh, here, I know. Why'd I go to build? Why don't I do this? Take the candelabra and put it back there. Perfect. Problem solved. Okay. There we go. Problem solved. Okay. TV, watch. Okay, Onesan's just about done with fun. So she gets to go spin. Is that what people mean when they say they're going to take a spin class? Probably not, but, you know, I had to make the joke. If I didn't make it, somebody was going to. She's pretty good on fun. She can finish it tomorrow, I guess. Oh, did it break? You seriously broke it? Good thing you're level 10 mech. But man, Onesan sure is enjoying this thing. It's like bringing out her primal instincts. Come on. I'm letting you do that instead of sit around and play chess all day. You better be grateful. Woof. Look at her go. Okay, is that fixed yet? Okay, looks like it's fixed. Okay. Onesan is probably going to turn in early again. She's almost at level 6 for body. Yeah, she's going to have to... She'll get her next level tomorrow. I'm not worried about that. But... Man, that freaking workout thing is wrecking people. Like, they just cannot stay awake when they're using that thing. Like, oh, you thought you were gonna get to go to sleep? Nah, not today. Oh no, the mate's feeding the wrong things. There we go. There we go. Okay. Just gonna bring that out front and feed it to the big one, isn't she? Let's see if that's what the maid's gonna do. She's either gonna feed it to the big one, or she's gonna put it in the trash can. Which one's she doing? Trash can. Okay. I was hoping she'd feed it to the big one, but I guess not. I guess no such luck there. Okay, here we go. I don't know how many more of these she can really make. And see, that's the other problem with this thing too, is like, I might just have to play chess after this. Okay, you're just gonna play chess from now on, because I'm fucking sick of those things. I want just the one mutant in the front, please. Let's go ahead and change to PJs, use the toilet, and go to sleep. But yeah, getting all of the Monogatari light novels is definitely worth it, because they're all like $10 or less. I think the most expensive one that I've gotten so far was this new one, which was like $11. And that was, yeah, it ended up being 11, which, you know, that's still not too bad considering what you're getting. A piece of high-quality literature for the whole family to enjoy. I don't know if I'd recommend a family reads freaking Monogatari, but I definitely would recommend it to individuals, I'll tell you that, because it's, oh boy, it's good. I guess the maid's done for today. She's just like, ah, fuck that kitchen mess. You guys are on your own. It's okay, she'll be back tomorrow. There's an even better way to raise logic, but for some reason I was an idiot and didn't buy it. But you guys will see that near the end of single player mode, or yeah, near the end of the mode Henry and I are doing. You'll see that. Okay. So I'm gonna go ahead and wake up. Go ahead and wake up and eat some of your sister's delicious FUD. And sister, grab some of that FUD. Yeah, look at this. Doing good. But yeah, I actually am really happy with the way that that other house turned out. Like, I did good on their designs, and I definitely think taking the extra time to... Okay, good, so you're not cleaning up the house, are you? Let the maid do that. I definitely think the designs came out okay. Even if it's not like a straight adaptation. I did, you know, of course, take a little bit of artistic liberty with it. But I think all things considered, it turned out pretty well. Why aren't you going and watching the TV? Go watch TV. Go watch TV with your sister. Come on. Okay, time to go work out. Once you're done with that, you're just gonna go play chess, because as cool as that machine is, it just takes too long. And that's kind of the sad truth to that. I guess I really wanted it just to make a mutant, and then leave whatever happens with the mutant to happen. I don't know if guests are allowed to use that or not, but I guess if they want to, they can. I don't really mind. I forgot that's the wallpaper we picked for the main house. That's funny. See, on the one hand, you have very calm sister playing chess. You have waifu here just being like, I'm smart, let me play chess. And then over here you have One-san spinning her brains out on that contraption. Look at her go. Woo! I'm getting tired just looking at her. I'm not even quite sure what she's doing, but I'm getting tired looking at her. I'll tell you that. Bunny, it's okay. Bunny. Bunny, calm down. It's okay. Wasn't even any thunder that time. She just, like, got scared, I guess. I don't know what's up with her. What are you looking at, bud? So she's going to bed. Waifu is playing chess still. Let her keep going until she makes the next level. Okay, I guess she's done. That's fine. And then go to sleep. Come on, get in bed. Oh, you're still pooping, that's why. Okay. And in bed she goes. Now. Perfect. Now they can both just sleep. Yeah, so trying to coordinate their schedules, as you've seen, is kind of a nightmare sometimes. It can be done, but it is something of a nightmare. Especially when trying to match them so closely like this. I would not recommend trying to do that. If I were you, I definitely would not recommend it. But if you're... Yeah. Well, that's also the problem, is you kind of have to make them match each other a little bit so they can get the benefits of talking to each other and such. I'm taking a lovely little shower. A Sonic shower. Man, the new Sonic game sounds weird. Sonic shower. Is this like one of those fan-made Flash games? So, I still need to get Sonic Mania. It looks awesome. I very much want it. I just don't have the money for it at the moment, so I don't have it, but I very, 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 very much want it. It looks so good, dude. It looks so good. Like, it seriously just looks so good. I want it so bad. So I think on the next one, why are you just going straight to the TV? You're supposed to poop first. I guess you can poop in your own bathroom, doesn't really matter. And go watch TV. But, yeah, so Mania looks awesome. Forces looks okay. I mean, I'm not as excited for Forces as I am for Mania, but that's mostly because I'm not a big fan of the boost mechanic. I don't think it's not Sonic like I want Sonic to be Sonic, I guess, is what I'm trying to say. I'm gonna say something that's kind of controversial, but Sonic is not all about speed. And I know that's going to be shocking to a ton of people, but I completely disagree with the notion that Sonic is 100% purely about speed. I think that notion is complete bullshit, and was born out of some lunatic's imagination who took one look at the commercials and never actually played the games. Because even in the very early games, it's very clear to me anyway that the games weren't designed to just give you speed all the time. It was about learning the level design and figuring out the best paths to go to achieve a high speed, not just pushing a button and getting speed, which is the main reason why I don't like the boost mechanic. Oh, that, and it makes the level design so boring. Because when you have a button that essentially makes you go 0 to 100 in 1 second, your levels kind of need to be just corridors, because otherwise, if you try to make them too open and expansive, you're just going to end up dying constantly, which is a huge issue. So it makes the levels more boring, and it just... I think it kind of goes against the very core of what Sonic is. I mean, sure, you can make a decent level around the boost mechanic. It's been done, so I'm not going to say it's like, you know, impossible, something that could never happen. And you can have fun with the boost mechanic. It's not like the boost mechanic itself is this horrible abomination of an idea that should never exist. I'm not saying that, but I am saying it's kind of counterintuitive to what I've always felt Sonic was, which was a platformer that was about finding the best routes to go to attain speed, and then maintaining that speed throughout the entirety of the level. So that's my 2 cents on it, is Sonic should be about level design and platforming first. Or rather, it should be about level design and platforming that are conducive to getting speed. Not just you get speed. That's stupid. I still need to play the Sonic Utopia fan game as well and kind of see what I think. There's 2 of them that were going around. There was like that Green Hill one. I guess they were both technically Green Hill, but one of them looked way more interesting than the other. One of them was like you were literally classic Sonic in a 3D rendition of Green Hill. That looked pretty cool. That was the one that I was more excited for. And then there was the other one where it was just kind of like... I don't know, like, I think it had an interesting premise, but I don't know that I would really want it for... I don't know, maybe I would want it. Maybe. I'll have to actually play it and find out, because it looks really awkward to try and build up any kind of speed in it. Which I know is kind of funny, considering that I was just saying, oh, Sonic's not about speed. But yeah, it looks like it's impossible to get any kind of good rhythm going with that kind of control scheme that the game has. And I don't think that's a fault of the creators, or even really a fault of the game. I think it's just kind of a different experience. It'd be something I'd have to get used to. But yeah, I still really like the kind of adventure-style gameplay, which I know it's pretty much dead. Sega's probably never going to make another adventure-style game ever again. But I mean, you can dream. You can always imagine that. Maybe one day Sega will pull their heads out of their asses for long enough to do that. But I mean, whatever they give us, it's at the very least going to be interesting. And that's something I've always liked about Sega. Was whether you like Sonic or hate Sonic, every game was different. And it was always different in a daring way. Mario Brothers was more consistent over time, which was something that I was kind of jealous of for a while. But I really like how every Sonic game had a dramatically new thing. And a new mechanic that wouldn't carry over at that. A very different approach to how Nintendo does it. Usually when Nintendo introduces a change, they keep it. and it stays consistently throughout the entire series. One example being the... I just completely forgot what I was going to say. Oh yeah, one example being in like how in Super Mario Bros. 2 how you can pick stuff up from under you. That feature that they included has ended up in a ton more Mario games after that, after Super Mario Bros. 2. But if you look at the Sonic games, you get stuff like the Super Peel Out, which has only recently been reintroduced because of fan request, basically. And then you get... Oh, you get like the elemental shields, which haven't really made a... I guess now with Forces they've kind of made... Not Forces, with Mania they've made a comeback, but they're not, you know, like this common thing that you can just expect to find places. It's a bit more obscure of an item. Like a bit more obscure of a pickup, I guess I should say. Or like in the adventure games, you get, like every adventure game has its own quirk. And sure, there are some things that consistently stay, like rail grinding. I'm not saying they never do that, but generally Sonic Team is more experimental than Nintendo's development staff, which is something I can respect. I don't think a lot of other people dig that about them. I do. That might just be me. But the fact that they're always willing to try something new, even if it won't work, in my eyes anyway, is pretty admirable. Especially considering their consistency with it. They're always consistently trying new things. Except recently, they kind of... Well, not really, because then they had Lost World. And Lost World was a very interesting experiment. It was a game that kind of suffered from a lot of the problems that Sega's rivals faced back in the day, which is I Want to Be Mario, the condition. And instead of doing something that felt like Sonic, they kind of tried to play it safe like Mario, which is weird. And it's not even that, you know, like Lost World was a bad game or anything, because I don't think Lost World was. In fact, I think it was very enjoyable. Okay, maybe not very enjoyable. It was enjoyable, though. At least for that first playthrough. Some levels are way better than others, but the level quality in that game is probably the most inconsistent from any of the Sonic games I've played. So that's very, very strange to me, that there's like this... The other thing about it too is like the tubular level design. I fucking hate that level design. I played somebody who hacked in... They hacked in Wave Ocean from Sonic 06, and holy crap, that kind of level worked so much better. Like, it felt more natural. Despite it being a fan-made level that shouldn't really exist in the game. But it felt more natural somehow, you know, like... Oh, she's tired. It felt like this was the kind of environment Sonic should be running around in, not these weird tubes all over the place. It just didn't, you know, those levels don't feel organic. They feel very forced. And then there's the wisp problem. For some reason, they feel the need to put the wisps in every single frickin' Sonic game now. They were okay in colors. I kinda liked them there, mostly because it was a new thing. But I don't like the wisps. They don't make sense in half of the games they're in either. Like, the only one they really made sense in was colors, because, you know, you were saving their home planet. So now why are they suddenly all over Sonic World? Earth, or whatever the fuck planet they're on now. Why are they suddenly all over that? It's weird. It's really, really weird. And they don't answer it ever. Like, they don't say, oh, you know, they're in this game because, you know, found him while you were on the way to fight Eggman or something. No, they just like randomly put him in there. Like Lost World is a perfect example of that. Lost World just randomly had the wisps in it. Like, they're just there. No reason why. They're just there. I guess they live on the fucking Hex world thing now. And I know that place actually has like an actual name assigned to it. I don't care what it is. I don't care about the plot at all in Lost World because the plot is basically non-existent. In any game really, the plot's not very important to me, but especially in Lost World, the plot's just, who cares? The plot is, there's no fucking plot. The world is ending or some shit, who cares? You just do Sonic things. But I really like how they had that chaining homing attack feature. That's the kind of stuff I'm talking about. Bring features like that. That's good shit. That's the kind of stuff you should be doing. It made killing strings of enemies really fun. Of course, if we're going to talk about one of the most interesting new Sonic things, we can't forget 06 and all those gems. I'm so sad there's never been anything like the gems in any Sonic game since. Because, yeah, those gems are fun. They're so broken. They're beyond broken. But, oh man, they're fun. You can just clip through anything. Anything at all. It's pretty great. The amount of freedom you get with those things is just spot on. Like, there is nothing you can't do with those things. Okay, have her finish up logic. She's got 2 levels left. Come on, waifu. I believe in you. But hey, that means all the outside stuff is done. I say all the outside stuff, it was really just body. Alright, well, body's done, so that's good. It's also kind of weird how, like, if you position the camera in certain places, like, there's spots where you just can't hear what's going on. Like, see, if I put it out here, it's all quiet. If I move it in here, it got louder for a minute. It's really weird. Oh no, it needs to be watered. Go water your friend. Stop playing and water your friend. Nice. He's back to normal. Okay. Well, I feel like we should be in Goth Manor. Hoo-hoo. Unemployed. Yeah, in single player mode you can actually like click X on that and it shows like a little description of your job, which when you play the single player multiplayer that just kind of gets shoved off to the side and you don't get to see it. It's still there, you just don't have access to it anymore, which really kind of sucks. Looks like One-san's almost done, so she's gonna be getting a job pretty soon, especially if fucking waifu keeps going this slow. I mean, look at her. She's taken forever to get those last 2 logic skill points, man. Alright, I guess enough chess playing. Go use the machine. I'll just go sell the stuff, whatever. Because it does raise the point a lot faster. Oh, look at her go. Oh, yeah. I like how she's only using the lower set of piano keys. And then, like, none of those buttons around it. And check out the back, it's like some kind of weird circuit board JPEG that they put back there. But yeah, 2 of my favorite developers of, like, all time have got to be Maxis and freaking Sonic team. Two game developers who consistently make some of my favorite games, which is sad to me because Maxis doesn't really exist anymore. EA is like closing them down, which, you know, that's depressing to know that. Which also makes me wonder, how is The Sims gonna progress from here on out? Like, if Maxis doesn't exist anymore, who's gonna be making The Sims? I know EA owns it, so they'll probably make it themselves, but like, it's Maxis's humor and touch that makes The Sims what it is. Like, how's that gonna work? You can't have... God, what else does EA make anymore? Fucking Madden? Does EA make Madden? Is that right? I think that's right. But like, you can't have the team that makes Madden make The Sims. It wouldn't work. It'd be weird. You know what I mean? I'm sure like the two people who watch this channel that play the new Madden game every year are like, unsubscribed, how dare you say that? But like, you know, it's... You can think of it like actors too. Like, if you took a certain movie role and replaced an actor in it with like any other actor, it just wouldn't work. You know what I mean? Like, you can't just change developers. Things don't translate properly when you do that, which was part of the big problem with the Thief reboot. The old Thief games were atmospheric and kind of scary, and like, they had this tone that whoever owns them now, just, is it Activision? Who the fuck owns Thief now? Whoever owns them, they did a, like, they made just such a pitifully average game. Like, it definitely wasn't a Thief game. If anything, it felt like what it wanted to be was Dishonored. Like, it's weird because Dishonored was like a tribute to Thief, and then the new Thief was like a tribute to Dishonored. So it's all mixed up. But who owns Thief? I don't even know anymore. I think it's EA, actually. Bunny, do not scratch my bed. Yo, phone's ringing. You should pick that up on me, son. Could be something important. Don't make your sister get out of the tub. Oh, psychic advisor, whatever. Those phone calls are weird. Yeah, who owns them now? So it started out at Looking Glass. Ion Storm did a good job. Eidos Montreal owns them? What? How did... Because I know Eidos helped with Deadly Shadows, but like... Deadly Shadows was awesome. But maybe that was more Ion Storm. Interesting. Well, I guess they were just the publisher back in the day, and now they actually own it. Square Enix was the publisher. Yeah, that was really bizarre to see that fucking Square Enix published a Thief game. Like, what? Does that mean Garrett's gonna appear in the new Final Fantasy? I would probably laugh. I would laugh so hard if Garrett actually was in a Final Fantasy game, just because that'd be so actually, come to think of it, it wouldn't really be out of place, because don't they always have a thief class in those? I smell a potential Easter egg. That'd actually be really interesting if they went for that. I wonder if they will. I can tell you, though, that I myself am not a big fan of JRPGs. They're kind of slow and tedious to me, honestly. And that usually annoys a lot of people when I say that. And I'm not saying it to be contrary or, you know, anything else, but like, I just don't like them, really. Like, I don't get the appeal. I don't like grinding. I think that's probably my biggest problem, is I just don't like grinding. So I don't understand why people would want to sit there and put hours and hours into grinding stats for these characters. Like, And they're like, oh, it's for the story, but like, okay, I could just, you know, watch a movie and have it be done in like 2 hours. I don't want to sit there and grind for 20 hours just to advance 10 minutes of plot. Like, if you're gonna have a bit of grinding in your game, fine. You know, you want to have some grinding in it to, you know, to pace the story better or whatever. Fine, but it better be a good payoff for all the fucking grinding I'm doing. And there's no payoff that could possibly be good enough to me to justify 20 plus hours of grinding. There is nothing on this world that could possibly... Oh, fuck, I forgot I was using the machine now. There's nothing that could possibly do that in my eyes. Nothing. No story is that epic to where I will want to sit there and tolerate that much. Wow, look at that. Onesan finished 2 skills in 1 episode. That's fucking insane. You can go ahead and get her started on logic because her sister's taken so long. Come on, you can do it, waifu. I believe in you. But yeah, there's just... Like, I understand kind of the appeal to the story, like the story angle, like, oh, you know, the story's really cool. Okay, you want to tell a cool story through a game, that's nice, you know, I get that. But, like, do you have to hide it behind so many hours of just bullshit grinding? Like, the 2 hours of grinding I did at Mom's house, I don't know if you could tell, but by the end of that, I was losing my damn mind out of boredom. Like, I love this game, but holy shit, just grinding constantly is... Ugh, it's awful. Even if it makes everything else later on okay. And you may be saying, well, you're grinding right now, and yeah, I kinda am, but at the same time, I get to make up the story here. I'm not being forced to grind. I don't have to do it just to see, like, 5 minutes of an arbitrary in-engine cutscene that makes no sense. You know what I mean? Like, if it's my choice to do the grinding, that's different. But I don't want to be forced to grind in order to see the story. I don't... And the other thing, too, is the grinding in is so slow for no good reason. And all has to do with the decision to have it be turn-based. Like, turn-based. Turn-based. That's probably not the entirety of it, but, like, I don't know. There's a lot of things about JRPGs that just kind of annoy me. I don't mind the plots, like, at all. Like, people are always like, oh, but the plots are so stupid. Well, it's just, it's fun, you know? It doesn't have to be... It doesn't have to make sense, you know? It doesn't have to be like a 10 out of 10 best story ever written kind of situation. It just has to be entertaining. That's all I really ask for out of a game plot. Especially since I find game plots really unnecessary, usually. But, like... I don't know, there's just something about most of the battle systems are just kind of boring. Neptunia... Not the first one on PS3, not that one. God, no, not that one. The other Neptunias, though, they actually had a pretty fun battle system. It reminded me a lot of Phantasy Star Online, which is a very good thing because that game is awesome. I could fucking play the shit out of that game. Going back to it now, it's a little awkward to try and play. It does have a lot of early 6th gen stuff attached to it, and I'd love to play Phantasy Star 2, but Sega won't bring it to the US for some reason. Presumably because they hate me. Like, Phantasy Star Online is one of the few MMORPGs I would probably consider paying a subscription to. Like, I would actually legitimately think about doing it, whereas I can't say that's true for any other game I've played online. I got to beta test KOTOR. I would not pay online for that. At least not what I played of it. I wouldn't... Fuck no, I would not pay for that. That mess. I also beta tested Terra. Terra came dangerously close to me wanting to pay for. That was the other game. Like, if not Phantasy Star Online 2, then it would definitely be Terra. because Terra has a really fun combat system too. But my internet is so problematic with these MMOs, I can really only stick to older ones to have them play consistently. Otherwise, I get copious amounts of lag, as well as just... yeah, it's not pretty. I have to stick to older games. At least online older game. Older games online, anyway. I can play just about any PC game I want. But... yeah, it's fucking... it's rough, yo. You know what I mean? Like, you wanna play this game, but like, you can't for one of many reasons. And generally in my case, it's because AT&T's Uverse service sucks my dick. It's so slow. I mean, at least it's usually pretty consistent. Like, I think it's only actually legitimately gone out on me one time in the entire few years that we've had it. So that's pretty good. I will say that in its defense, is it's pretty consistent. Speaking against it though, it's so fucking slow. And what we're paying for it is kind of ridiculous, I think. Especially for the speed we're getting. We're getting 16 megs up, 16 megs down and 1 up. That's right, 1 megabit up. Just let that sink in for a moment. 1 megabit up. That's insanely slow. Especially for 2017. Like, maybe if this was like 2007 and it was our first internet connection, it would be pretty cool. We wouldn't mind it so much, but like... and then there's something about the router we have. I don't know if it's actually the router itself or if it's something with their service, but like, we keep getting a bunch of dropped connections, and it's not like the wireless signal itself is dropped and then reconnects. No, it's just like, we'll be trying to load a page, it'll take forever. Like, you know how in most browsers it has like that little circle that spins around? That little circle will spin for like 20 minutes, or 20 minutes, about 20 seconds, and then it'll just stop and it'll say the page could not be found. And then you refresh, and it still doesn't work, and you have to do it like 3 or 4 times, and then finally the page shows up, and like half of the images on the page are just missing. And it's like, what the fuck? We never had this problem with the old router that we had from you guys. What's going on? It's, you know, it's pretty annoying. It doesn't make any sense either. Like, half the time I try to upload YouTube videos here, like I try to upload these episodes, and like... it'll be uploaded like 5 or 6%, and all of a sudden it'll just be like, YouTube will just say, oh, you can't upload internet. You can't upload videos on your internet connection. And then I'll refresh, and then it'll work. Of course, it'll take like 3 hours to upload, but it will work. So, I mean, I don't know, guys. It's because the only choices we have are AT&T and Spectrum. Nobody else offers here. So it's one or the other. Don't have much of a choice beyond that, which kinda sucks. Especially since I hear Spectrum tends to go out a lot. But would it be better to have a faster service that's less reliable, maybe? I don't know, man. Like, oh, I think I've reached the stuff limit for the house. Like, I can't breed any more of these things, I just gotta sell them all. It kinda sucks that in order to get rid of these things, you have to sell them. Like, if you're a new player and you don't know that you can do that, or you don't know that you have to do that, that would suck a lot. Keep going, you're not done yet. Man, she's like not even halfway there, what the heck? Ah, it's so annoying. Hurry up. Okay, Mason, go check the mail. But yeah, it really sucks. It's just, it's so slow. And it's just, it's terrible, guys. It's terrible. You know, I want to be able to play games online and stuff. Supposedly, we also have a 250 gigabyte data limit, which I think is bullshit. Why are you imposing a data limit on a landline? Like, why is that necessary? It literally costs you nothing to push more bandwidth out. But no, if you hit that magical arbitrary gigabyte per month limit, we're gonna fucking throttle you. Which, I know exactly why they do it. They do it A, to get more money out of you, but also B, to discourage piracy. And, I mean, fair enough, you know, if somebody was actually pirating so much shit that they actually, you know, managed to just do 250 gigabytes in like a couple days, that would be pretty impressive. I'm pretty sure we stay within that limit, but sometimes when I have like people over and we do stuff online, or like if I set up a new computer and I have to download a bunch of Steam games, you know, it sucks to have to go back and fucking re-download those. Cause like if I lose my desktop, for instance, if that hard drive just goes, it's okay because I have a backup of it, so I can just restore the backup and only lose a while. A long while, mind you, but a while. Like, I'll still have my Windows, I'll still have most of my programs, but, like, everything else is gone. It's just fucking out of there. As for... But the thing that sucks about it is, even if I do that, I lose my games, and I have to re-download them. I have, like, 500 gigs worth of games on my hard drive. And... fucking trying to download all of those on our internet is a nightmare. Hell, downloading any games on our thing is a nightmare. Like, I tried to download, from Steam, mind you, 5 games. Just 5. And they weren't new games either. They were like Civilization 4, Civ 4 Beyond the Sword. I think probably the newest game in the lot. Let's see, there was those two. There was Battlefront 2, Quake 3, and I think what was the other one I got? Robot Roller Derby Disco Dodgeball. That's right. So those games, you know, A, it's not a lot of games in the first place. B, those games aren't very big. I don't think even one of them surpass. Oh, you're already awake. Oh shit. Okay. I don't even think one of them surpasses the gigabyte mark for how much it is. No, actually, the Civ games do. So none of the individual games are bigger than like, you know, 2 gigs. The biggest one is probably 1.5 gigs or so. Unless Battlefront's way bigger than I remember it being. But anyways. You know, I go to download all these games. I'm like, you know, this shouldn't take too long. It's going to be less than 10 gigs, you know. And with our internet speed, it should only take a couple hours. So I put the laptop on the counter. I changed all the power settings so it wouldn't go to sleep. And I went to bed. I came back the next morning, laptop wasn't asleep, Steam was still downloading. It had managed to download 3 of those games successfully. Just 3 of them. I was like, what the fuck? Why are you not done yet, Steam? What is going on here? Yeah, our internet's bad. It's really bad. And it's gotta be the new router we have, because we did not have the... I mean, sure, we had to deal with slow shit speed sometimes with the old one, because admittedly, our difference in throughput isn't going to change, really. Okay, that's not true. The throughput's going to change because we have an M router as opposed to a G one, but the difference in the amount of internet they're actually pumping to us isn't going to change. So it's not like the speed is... you know, gonna change all that much. No, the thing that's really gonna change, the thing that really has changed is just like, on wireless anyway, everything just seems to fuck up. And there's the always present solution of, oh, well, why don't you just hardwire everything? Why don't you just, you know, plug Ethernet cables in? Well, one, that's impractical, because I have many things I want connected. Not always simultaneously, mind you, but many things. Number 2, the router is on top of the kitchen cabinets near the ceiling. So it's way the fuck up there. So there shouldn't be a problem with things like obstructing the signal, really. And like, even if I have just 3 things connected to it, you know, a modern router should be able to support 3 devices connected. Easily. Although I would argue a modern router should be able to take at least 5 to 10, probably up to 20 devices simultaneously. Because everything in the fucking world anymore has Wi-Fi on it. So I'd have like our Amazon Echoes and like my computer hooked up to it. And I would try to, you know, do a speed test, and it would time out constantly on my desktop. And when I was talking to one of the employees at AT&T, I'm like, so this is what's happening, and they checked the line. They're like, your line looks okay, but I've noticed you have like 14 devices hooked up to it. And I'm like, yeah, but most of those are idle. Most of those are doing nothing. Like, they should not affect the speed. And I had more devices connected to the old router. So, you know, why is it suddenly a problem that I have these devices hooked up when the older, shittier router could handle them much better? You know, how come this new one, this new top-of-the-line model that you've, top-of-the-line in air quotes, model that you've given me just won't work right? Like, what's up with that? And he just kind of went, huh. Yes! Level 10! Perfect. Okay. So either he just doesn't understand how this shit works and he's just like following a manual, which I highly suspect is the case. He probably just got like some certification from them and just like knows how to, like, he knows some basic terminology and stuff, but he doesn't really understand how it works. He just understands how to install it, which is very common for technicians. So I'm not gonna like bash the guy too hard or anything. It's not his fault either that this is happening. It's probably just the router's a piece of shit. He probably just got a bum one or something. But it's annoying either way. Like my mom and brother are trying to do online classes, but they can't because it keeps timing out constantly. So I'm hoping that we can get a router that doesn't suck pretty soon. I'm hoping that that will happen. But okay, that's enough rambling about that. Next episode, One-san is going to finish her skills and get a job, whereas the darling waifu is going to be doing her charisma. So life is going to suck for her next episode. And thanks for putting up with me creating the Araragi family. You'll probably be seeing a little more of the other families in the near future. But in the meantime, I will see you guys later. Bye-bye.